everything weird.
Hi guys, welcome to the part 2 of our Coredlraw tutorial. So we're going to pull out the program again. So let's remove everything that those are the shapes from our part 1. So in the part 2 we are going to try using the properties panel and at the same time dealing with the basic shapes. So we're going to deal with the so-called trim, weld, intersect, and so on. So if ever you're going to draw something in Coredlraw, so be sure that it is inside the canvas area or the printable area. This is the printable area. If you want to change the orientation for this one, you can click on landscape or portrait mode. If you want to change the units of measurement so it's in millimeters, if you're comfortable with inches, then you may do so that you can change it. The paper sizes are in here as well. Now let's say I'm going to change the viewing area to landscape. So if you want to zoom it in, just scroll your mouse upwards. There you go. Or downwards, zoom upwards and downwards. It's up to you. Okay. So I have my rectangle tool in here. Just click and drag. There you go. We have a couple of nodes in here. Now the purpose of the nodes is just for resizing. So if you want to resize it in equal sides, so you are going to resize it through here to the sides. If you want to resize it with regards to the sides, there you go. This one for on the other way around. Okay, so that's how you're going to deal with it. Now we have the base of rotation, which is the X box, the X mark. So the main purpose of this is, let's say if I'm going to click on that area, you can rotate the object. Okay, then if you want to change the base of rotation, you can place it in here. Then the object will be rotated accordingly. Okay, so enough with that. Next is, of course, the shapes. Or okay, there we have the ellipse tool, and we have this one. Oh, the triangle tool. Now, as you have noticed, it's kind of different in here because it's a polygon. So if you want to change the number of sides, it can be located through here. So this is the properties panel. So if you want to change the number of sides, that's how you're going to do it. Alright, there you go. Next up is a unique feature in Coredlraw, which is known as Weld, Trim, Intercept. So to do that, you need to have at least two shapes for it to be enabled. So let's say if I'm going to duplicate this one, you can press the plus sign on your keyboard if you have a num key or a numpad, or you can just press, of course, Control C and Control V. There you go. So we have two shapes in here. I'm going to change the color of this one. So just click on the shape if you want to change the color. Then find the colors from here, from the swatches window or the palettes window. There. So same thing with this. So I'm going to change it to something like that. Now, we are going to try this feature, the weld, the trim, and the intersect. How are we going to do that? First, I'm going to place this one overlapping with each other. Then select both of them. Now, by the way, in selecting the shapes in Coredlraw, be sure that you have boxed in the entire shape. Otherwise, the other shape will not be selected if you're going to do it like that. Okay, so just box in everything. There you go. Then a new property will appear. So by the time you're going to hover your mouse through here, there's a description. It says weld. So it combines objects into a single curve. This one is trim, this one is intersect, this one is simplify, and so on. Now let's try doing one of them. So I'm going to deal with the weld. This is how it's going to look like. So both of the shapes will be welded into one. So I'm going to undo this, highlight them again. This one is trim, there. And next one we have this one, the intersect. So it's like it's trying to take a certain area. I think it's this area. There you go. Next we have simplify. So simplify is like, oh, where was that? Sorry. There, I'm gonna place it again over here, highlight, then simplify. No, it's okay. So the easiest way for it to be noticed is to remove the colors or the fill of this one there. So if I'm going to highlight both of them, simplify, that's it. It's the same as trim. I don't know what's wrong with it. Still the same as trim. Next is which one? Front minus back. There. Oh, it's on the other way around. On up next is this one. Great boundary. There. So it's the same as Weld. However, you're just trying to deal with the outline, something like that. Okay, that's great boundary. What else? So changing colors, providing different colors to different shapes. That's how you're going to deal with it. We have this tool, the so-called shape tool, which will be dealt in depth on the next tutorial. So the main purpose of this is if you want to modify, of course, a certain shape, the sides, you can use the shape tool. Okay, so that's the part two. Yeah, the part two, but basically the part one for the graphic design tutorial for Coredlraw. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Again, subscribe for more. Bye.
Everything weird.